Hey FlossTube, it's Lisa. How is everybody today? Excuse me. I've had a cold for the last couple of days and I haven't done a whole lot except sleep and stitch a little bit. I felt it coming on at work Friday and yeah. Of course it's my weekend off and but at least I have time to sleep, right? Right? Okay. So, if you're new here, I'm Lisa. I'm the Silver Stitcher. Thank you for joining me. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. You see I'm in a little bit different spot, a little different angle today. Mostly because my phone needed to charge, and this is where my charger is, my stand. So, here I am. I bet y'all are surprised to see me back in this short a time. And honestly, so am I. Trying to put a little normalcy in my life, and maybe this is it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be able to chat with y'all for just a minute. This is going to be really quick. I have to make a run to the post office and go pick up dog medicine. Fun times. And then I'm going to go pick up Person from school and do a little shopping with her. So it won't be too long in this video. Hold on one second, I forgot to get something. Thanks. We're back. Are you going to join us, Reese? Are you going to join us? Okay, maybe not. Alright, so what have I been working on the last couple of weeks? Dog shakes. I did touch on my ink circles a little bit. Put this behind here because it's not going to show up in this window. But hey, no glare. Is that right? Yeah, that's straight up. So I worked on, let's see if I can hold this part here down into here. Brought this on down into here. This is going into another page at the bottom. A little sadness. And I love it. And if you haven't heard my little story about this project, I dyed the floss for this, and it's on an opalescent. I don't think you can see the sparkly. Anyway, it's on an opalescent, I believe it's 25 count, 2/2. And I really love it. So I worked on that for just kind of hit and miss at work, I guess. Not too much, but, enough to say I did a little bit, I guess. And I also worked on, this seems close to me. Am I too close to y'all? Anyway, I worked on the Freedom Ring, Lila Studio. I pulled it out for a stitch along. It was on, I think, one of the Facebook groups. And I feel like I got a little bit done on it. So I'm going to unfold it right now. You can see the hoop mark where I worked this time. So I had this much of the building done, and what is this, a portico maybe? And these trees. So these few days I did these two trees and this part of the building, and this ends the part of the building on this side. So for some reason I did not fill that window in. Who knows? I don't know. But I am using all the four colors in this, and I absolutely love this color of the building. It's Calico Kitty. Love it. I don't have this section done on the other side. So I still have that much to do, and then back stitching. But I enjoy it when I pull it out, and I don't stress about it. So it's on a 36 count Tyco linen. And I've said before, but when I received the linen, it was very light in color. I'm supposing that's how Tyco is. But I didn't realize it was going to be quite that light, so I coffee and tea dyed it a little bit to give it that color. So, zip, zip, crinkle, crinkle. All right, those are two things that I worked on. Sorry, from my reach. This is, I'm not going to take it out. Y'all know what it is. It's Kathy Barrick and Heaven and Nature Sing. And I'm almost finished because Lord, I can't hold nothing today. The rest of it to here is finished. So all I have left is maybe a couple trees and then the little sign that goes here. And it'll be done. Finish off the little cardinals. I changed all these colors, not a lot, but I didn't have any of the call for colors, so I just pulled all of my Gentle Arts and stuck those in. So I worked on that for a little while this morning, about, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock when I couldn't sleep. Again, excuse my voice. And that's pretty much what I've been stitching on as far as whips. I did have one FO. It's not fully finished because I'm waiting until I finish the last one. And this is number 8 in the series. This is the Farmhouse Christmas from Little House Needleworks. I left off the border because my plan is to frame them, and I have 2 frames. One has 5 openings and one has 4. So they'll be framed like that since there's 9 of them. And it's a wooden vintage rustic frame. And those will be Christmas gifts for my aunt. So I need to get on the ball and finish that last one. I did have a new start. If y'all are watching Michelle Bendy and Michelle Garrett, I know you are, because, I mean, everybody watches Michelle, right? I don't remember if she started this or someone else did, but she is doing it. I decided, since I had the chart already, I would jump in, and it's by Race the Roof Designs, Teresa Vanette, and Susie Reno. But this benefits, when you purchase the chart from kittenstitcher.com, the proceeds benefit her animal shelter that she's involved with. And that's the total chart. Now mine, I don't know if they were packaged this way previously for sale prior to this. I'm guessing they were, since I got them like this. But I have 4 parts. And I got mine. Sorry about that. I was lucky enough to scoop mine up from McKenna in one of her attic sales from the attic. And mine includes the silks called for, and 2 of the packages had the buttons that are called for. Teresa does have the button packs available on her website, and I didn't go and buy all those. I just went to, they're from Just Another Button Company. I went to their site and just bought a couple to fill in, so I didn't have to buy them all. But all 4 packs have the silks. This one doesn't, because I'm going to show you what I did. So this is my start. Of course, you can't see it. This is pretty much left middle, but it was number 2 on my start, so I really like it. But if anybody's wondering, these silks are not color fast. I know y'all all know that, but they're really not, because my fingers were stained blue from working with the Blue Lagoon. But it is gorgeous. I love the trees. I might have to sneeze. This thing is going to be so pieced together. Sorry, y'all, I had to sneeze. Anyway, as I was saying, I love the trees. They're all different and unique. And this looks like a really small piece of fabric, border-wise. My plan is to make it into a long cushion and probably fill it with rice, so it has a little weight to it and it will sit nicely on a shelf. But I already had it in my stash. It was already cut perfectly. It was meant to be. It was meant to be, people. So, worked on that. That started December 1st. If you're interested, the tag is hashtag ChristmasLand SAL. Join us. I am, like I said, I have to go to the post office and mail out some things, but this year I joined the Dixie Sampler Exchange group for Christmas. I've never done that before. Mine has been sent. I haven't received word that they've received it yet, but it has been sent. And I'll put a picture in at the end. This is what I received. Isn't that fabulous? I love it. And the backing fabric. And it's just, it's perfect. The seams are perfect. The edges are perfect. It's amazing. With sweet little card and a couple of tea bags that I hadn't tried. So I'm excited to do that, and I probably should do it with my voice the way it is. It's crazy. On the Stitchers Coven Facebook group, we also had an exchange. Mine has been shipped out. I'm waiting to receive mine. Don't know who got us. You know, it was a secret exchange, and so I'm excited. I like doing things like this, and I think I'll do more in the future. But what I'm going to the post office to mail today is, which I might ought to take care of that before I do. That's a good one. I've said before that I've been crocheting. I didn't even realize that. Whoops. I'll fix that. I've been crocheting since I was about 9. And it's a great stress reliever for me. I love it. It's you can see your progress a lot quicker than you can on a lot of cross stitch. And so I made this for someone special in mind, dear friend, and it's getting mailed out today. It's a lap blanket. It's not that huge. But I forgot a couple of tails, so I'll take care of that before I leave. This is a pattern that I've kind of adapted throughout the years as my own, and I really like it. It's quick and it's easy to work up, and I know this is, you know, blue is her favorite color, and so it's a happy early Merry Christmas. So that'll go out today after I fix it. So I got a couple things in, not much this week. Y'all have probably already seen these. I got my color and cotton threads, which are absolutely gorgeous, as usual. We all know I can't hold anything. Aren't they gorgeous? I think this might be my favorite, and it's Vineyard. It's got some golds and greens and browns in it. I love it. And I do love Old Santa as well. So I got those from Angela. And y'all know I try to clean up as I go because it's just too much afterwards. I got my Gentle Arts. I'm in Trisha at 3 Aisles Threads. I'm in her Floss of the Month club, and I choose Gentle Arts. And I get the 10-yard skeins, but we're in the, let's see, H's, H, J, K, L. We're in that group. She goes alphabetically, and she started at the beginning. So I got Huckleberry. Some of these I already have. Hyacinth. That's a pretty lavender purple. It's got some dark variegation in it right there. Jasmine. Kiwi. And all I could think about was this would look good in Quaker Ghost Tropical. Lagoon. That's hard to see. That's between a blue and a green. Lamb's wool. That's going to focus very well. Lavender potpourri. That's some variegation. Lexington green, which to me is not green. I guess depending on what you put it next to. It's kind of a gray with a green undertone. Lemon drops. Y'all know me, lemons are my favorite thing ever. It's got some dark. It's hard to see that. And Liberty, which is it's showing up kind of lavender, but it's really not. It's more gray. So I got those, and I got a pack of needles. And then I did order one chart from her. She had this on her website, and it's Rosewood Manor, one of the seasons. I think everybody has some sort of season, but this is from this year, so not sure. Anyway, this is winter, and all 4 of them are similar. They're all in a basket with flowers with the word. This is the only one that I got right now. However, it does come with the floss. This is from House of Embroidery, 6-strand cotton. It looks like there's a pretty good bit on them. That red's beautiful. So, I don't know when I'll do it, but I had to have it. I mean, you know, I had to have it. So, what am I going to work on this week? This week, I'm going to try to knock out the last Christmas farmhouse Christmas. Y'all know. I'm going to try to knock that out and get it framed up so that it can be gifted to my aunt, because it's not going to live here. And try to finish off my Kathy Barrett. And then, what else am I doing? Oh, for the 12 days of Christmas, which technically starts the day after Christmas, I believe, I'll be doing the 12 days of Haid. And I've said before, I think I said it in my last video, but I am still planning on doing a little whip parade with my Haids. Let y'all see. And I think I'm just going to let the wheel choose each day. I know there's 12 days. I have 15 Haid whips. Yes, I do. I'm going to let the wheel choose those. So there might be 1 or 2 days that, 3 days technically, that something's not touched, or I might double up. It all depends. That's the plan. I was going to show you a couple of my older Christmas finishes. I don't have my tree up. It's out of the building. All my stuff is in there, but y'all, I'm just going to be honest with you. My Halloween stuff is still sitting out. I love seeing pictures of everybody else's stuff. I'm just not motivated to do my own. I guess it'll get done. I guess. This that I'm going to show you now, I'm planning to make into a little small pillow. I just washed it because it's been in that that bin or that box that we all have where things get finished and then they just get thrown in there. I finished this a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. And it's a Haid. I'm trying to stretch it out a little bit. I washed it, but I didn't iron it. And I'm going to just be real honest with you. I cannot remember the name, but it was a freebie chart. And it was one of those things where if you complete this, then you got all the charts to choose from that year, which were 4 or 5. This is the one that I chose. And I finished it. And I washed it up. I do know the artist is Miles Pinckney, but I cannot remember the name of the chart right now. And this is just, y'all, can you imagine? This is just a little snippet of a very huge, huge project. And this is 25 count, 1/1. That's pretty much how I like to do my Haids. It's just amazing. And I'm gonna make that into a cushion. Baby. Unless I find one of those little clipboard things today when Person and I go shopping. We'll see. But I love it. And then last year, I thought I was going to frame this the other day. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I did not have a frame big enough. The one that I had was not quite big enough. So I'm going to look today because I would like for her to be up. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see her because of the window. So let me roll her. This is Miss Christmas Eve by Mirabilia. Yes, she needs to be pressed. Ta-da! And when I stitched her, this is on Gold Dust Opalescent 20, I don't know if it's 25 or 28, I don't remember. Anyway, it's an even weave. And her skin is stitched, I can't see what y'all are seeing. Her skin is stitched 1/1, including her gloves. That's bad. Let me do this. There. Including her gloves, all her skin, her arms. Now her bodice is not. Her bodice is regular, 2/2, but. And I do remember one of these arms was a breeze. I just whipped right through it. No big deal, right? The other arm, let me look at it. This arm here, was easy peasy. Whipped right through that. This one, I ripped in and out 3 times before it was right. That was a pain in the rear. I'm not gonna lie to you. But she's all beaded. She's all pretty. And I would love to find a frame for her today, so I have to remember to take her with. So, that's what I got. Nothing much else. I'm working. I'm actually off for Christmas this year. Christmas and the day after, so that's unusual. Just depends on how our rotation falls. So, if I don't see you guys before then, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays if you celebrate. If you don't, spend time with your family if you can. Enjoy yourself and be nice. Bye, y'all.